Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Dr. V's Motivational Mondays, a video series on self-regulation and effective learning strategies where our goal is to learn how to learn. Because after all, everybody, learning should be fun. And this week, I want to talk about how we can actually go about getting more from our learning by understanding that it's important to differentiate between learning and points, right? So one thing that makes school, formal education, unique is that it is all about points and showing progress, right? It's all about that idea of we have to earn these grades. But learning actually happens all the time. And so it's really important for us to kind of reframe what we're doing away from the points so we can focus on what actually matters. Because after all, it's not about where you start, guys. It's about where you finish. It's about where you get to. Right? You don't enter a classroom and start at 100% and start losing points. You actually start with nothing and you gain, right? Learning is about earning, not losing. You don't start at the finish line. You start at zero and you gain points through effort, understanding, and growth. These points then are evidence. That's all that points are of your ability and your progress, not a reflection of what you can't do. Points are always a reflection of what you did, not of what you didn't do, okay? So it's really important for us to kind of reframe that in our mind. And we can do that by focusing on four kind of key stepping stones, by thinking about learning in these four key steps. We can really help navigate this journey with more fulfillment. The first key stepping stone is to change the mindset. We have to start with a growth mindset. And that means we have to expand our perspective. Instead of asking the question, what will I lose if I don't do well? Ask the question, what am I going to gain when I do this well? What will I gain from this experience? I once had an instructor who told me, if you can gain one thing from any learning opportunity, it is learning well spent. A way that you can implement this, immediately is before you start any assignment, write down one thing you're excited to learn or practice as it relates to that assignment. So that way, when you get to the other side, you have something that you get to celebrate. Second, it's all about the goals we set. We have to set clear and achievable targets that can actually be met. We've talked about this in a previous Dr. V's Motivational Monday video, where it's really all about setting goals that help us create those small steps. If I put my goal as I want to finish my project, that might feel extremely overwhelming and I would never be able to start. And I'm going to spend more time avoiding my project than I would if I just got it done. Instead, I need to create smaller goals. For instance, I'm going to first brainstorm my project. As soon as I'm able to cross that off my list, I can start feeling that forward progress, and every step after that becomes more achievable. The way you do this is you set clear action-based goals that have small, manageable steps that get you from A to Z with all the steps in between. You can't be expected to skip everything in the middle. The third stepping stone is your feedback, guys. Use the feedback you're provided as a guide. This means you might need to change the way you see feedback. Mistakes are an incredibly natural part of the learning process. You need to view each assignment as an opportunity. A way you can implement this is by going to your past feedback and looking for patterns. What do you see as a consistent thing people are saying to you, and what can you do to take care of that? If you don't understand, I recommend asking clarifying questions and then actively applying that feedback to your future work. You can't do it passively. You can't just say, I internalized it, I'm good. You have to implement it. Last, is reflection. You need to recognize your progress. You need to pause and celebrate your wins, because every point that you earn is a visible growth marker. It is a marker of your learning. Don't look at it as what you're losing. Look at it as what you're gaining. And a way for you to do this is to write down 3 things that you accomplish each week and share that progress. Even if it's small, even if what you accomplished is that you organized your materials for the day, that is a step in the right direction. If you do all this, guys, if you put these 4 stepping stones together, you will be well on your path to success. That's everything for another episode of Dr. V's Motivational Monday. If you'd like a say in the videos we play here, please scan this QR code. Otherwise, see you next time.